So in today's video, you'll learn 3 reasons on why you should learn one thing at a time. It's important to learn one thing at a time because when you're playing the guitar, you want less stress. 3 ways of why you should learn one thing at a time instead of just doing multiple things, such as guitar chords, and solos, and tapping, or just other types of solos are involved in playing the guitar. All right. So one of the reasons why I say to play one at a time is because it's harder to do 3 things than it is to do one. I know it sounds simpler than it's a lot simpler than it is, man. It's like if you learn one thing at a time, it'll be so much easier rather than learning 3 things at a time. Okay, so let's say you're playing the guitar and you want to focus on playing chords and 7th chords, all that type of stuff. You want to just focus on that one thing. If you added soloing onto it, if you're trying to learn the solo as well, you're already gonna put stress in yourself just to get more things, into your head. But it's just making more stress. Okay, so it's better to learn one thing at a time. Like I said, probably if you're trying to play the chords, learn chords first before you even get to solos. Another reason why you should play one thing at a time is because you get a better understanding of what you're doing. Okay, let's say you're playing a solo. You're trying to learn this one solo. It'll take time, right? But you're halfway there of learning the whole solo. That halfway mark, you decide to play chords. That's taking more time. It's like now, since you're doing chords, it's gonna take you a lot more time for you to understand. Once you get back into playing the solos, it'll take more time to understand of what you got previously done. So like I said, it's gonna take more time to understand of what you're actually doing when you're playing the solo. Back to reason number 1 of why I say you should learn one thing at a time, especially if you're a beginner, because you're putting more stress on yourself. Like if you're a beginner, you don't want to make it more complicated. If you make it more complicated, then you're more likely to give up faster because it's getting harder. You're putting harder things. Okay, pause. Okay, you're putting more complicated things into your circle, into your bubble, which you probably can't even handle right now. Or maybe you can, but maybe you cannot. Who knows? But I'm just saying, you have a small circle and you're putting more and more in things, and that circle is gonna keep expanding and probably explode. You don't want to have all those things in that little bubble. You want to do one at a time. If you're good at that, once you're good at that one thing, you move on to the second thing, which is probably solo or something like that, whichever you want to do, But it's important to do one at a time. Let's say you go into a circus. When you go to a circus, you see those clowns juggling things, right? So imagine a clown holding a stick and they're spinning a plate on top of the stick, right? They're spinning as fast as they can to keep it spinning, all right? And now they're gonna grab another stick. They're gonna try and spin that one as fast as they can, okay? But then he has another one. He's spinning that, but then he has another one. He's spinning that. Later on, those other 3 things, those other plates fell off because he didn't put enough momentum onto that plate. So this is an example as playing the guitar. If you don't keep spinning, if you don't keep practicing on that one thing, you're probably gonna forget about it, or you might just leave it, or you could just give up, Leave it or give up. It might be the same thing, but like we're trying to say is the plate fell off. Okay, that plate, if you don't spin that plate multiple times or practice the guitar multiple times, then that plate is going to fall, or you're going to fall. Okay, as in gonna give up or just stop playing it. Okay, so the third reason or why you should play one thing at a time when playing the guitar is you gain more progress. Okay, for an example, if you were to play chords, you'll get to that goal of learning all the chords faster than if you were to like add another thing you have to practice, like playing solos. Okay. Let's see. Let's say you're washing a car. Let's say you have to wash 3 cars. Okay. Those three cars are chords, solo, and tapping. Okay. Those three things are the chords, solo, and tapping. You have to watch. Let's say if you watched all 3 of those cars, it'll take time. Sure, it'll take time, but it won't be as perfect as if you were to watch 1 car at a time. You know. Sure, if you watch 3 at a time, the interior might be dirty and stuff like that. But if you did 1 car at a time, you're able to take your time with it and perfect that. And perfecting something is really important. It will show that you understand it, which is back to the second reason why I said you should play one thing at a time, is because you have a better understanding of what you're doing. Okay? After this video, keep those 3 ways or 3 ideas in your head. Keep them in mind, because when you're learning the guitar, you might want to learn multiple things. Let's say you saw someone playing a cool solo. You want to learn how to do that, but like I said, you got to stay focused. Stay focused on the thing that you're doing. Get that thing done and then move on. Because like I said, you don't want too many things in that one little bubble you got. If you add too many things, it will explode. So hopefully this video has helped you on your journey to playing the guitar. My name is Matthew. Oh, I should have said that in the beginning, but you get understand. Yeah. So come back Monday, and yeah. Okay.